Hey guys, Dr. J here. This is the 8th episode of my Dark Souls Remastered walkthrough series. In this series, I'll be defeating all the enemies, collecting every item, and talking about the story and lore of the game. In this episode, we'll visit the Demon Ruins, but won't stay long, then head back through Blighttown to Firelink Shrine, return to the Undead Parish, and from there enter and explore Sen's Fortress. Before entering the Demon Ruins, there's something we should do here. Provided we have at least 30 humanities, which you should if you've been following this walkthrough. Giving 30 humanities to Quelaag's sister will raise our rank in the Chaos Servant Covenant. The immediate benefit is the Chaos Storm Pyromancy, and later in the game we can also open a shortcut to Lost Ceaseless. That shortcut is important if we want the good ending to Solaire's questline. We are done with Quelaag's sister and can now enter the Demon Ruins. We won't explore the whole area yet. The enemies are strong and we'll be coming back anyway, so doing it now would be a waste of time. There's a bonfire here we should light, but I won't rest yet. We have 3 goals here. First, grab a specific armor set. Second, defeat the first boss here for some easy souls. And third, get a pyromancy from Aingi, the fair lady's servant. There's a prerequisite for that pyromancy, which I'll cover soon. The fog gate we just passed is a boss fog gate, so we can't leave before beating the boss. He's passive and won't attack unless we touch the armor set on the altar. The moment we pick it up, he'll aggro and start attacking. We won't fight him directly. Right after his first attack, we should run back to the fog gate. He's slow, so it's easy to avoid the next hits. The Ceaseless Discharge is actually the son of the Witch of Ceaseless and Quelaag's brother. After the Chaos Flame was created, he turned into this monstrosity and began oozing lava, which now fills the Demon Ruins. Once we reach the fog gate, we're safe. There is a huge chasm he can't cross. He'll try to reach us, and when he does, only his hand gripping the ledge keeps him from falling. If we hit it a couple of times, he loses his grip and falls to his death. And that's the entire boss fight. With him dead, the lava cools, letting us explore more of the Demon Ruins. Though, like I said, we are not doing that yet. We came now just for the free souls. We should head back to the bonfire we lit. Next, we need to use one of the egg carriers near the bonfire. Any of them will do. We need to hit one to aggro it, and then let it attack until we're infected with a parasite. We need the infection to buy a pyromancy from Aingi. It can take a while, and their attacks hurt. So if we run out of Estus Flask charges before getting infected, we should just sit at the bonfire and rest. I'm not entirely sure which attack causes the infection, but I suspect it's the grab. I'm also pretty sure we need our helmet off. This can take a bit. You know you're infected when your character starts scratching their head. At that point, we should finish off the egg carrier. Be careful though, when they die, they spawn maggots, which are really annoying to kill in melee, and they hit hard. So we should back off and kill them from a distance. Luckily, they aren't tanky. Even a short bow is enough. Okay, we've started scratching our head, so we can kill the egg carrier now. After clearing the maggots, we should just stand around for a few minutes until we get the full egghead affliction. Now we should go back to Angie and talk to him. He'll be pleased with our condition and offer a few pyromancies.
Just like me, your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
The egg vermifuge will cure our affliction. The only pyromancy we need from him is toxic mist. Looks like we are short on souls, so we'll have to pop some itemized souls. That should do it. Let's buy Toxic Mist. It's not very useful, but we need it for the Bond of a Pyromancer achievement.
Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelag's orders to the contrary. Worse than undead, we are like the...
We're done here, so we can use the egg vermifuge and return to Firelink Shrine. On the way there, I want to talk about Lordran's past. It will take a while, so I'll leave a timestamp if you want to skip it. Thousands of years ago, when the first flame began to fade, the Witch of Isolate tried to recreate it. Her attempt failed and created the Chaos Flame instead. The Chaos Flame engulfed and corrupted most of her followers and children. We've already seen what happened to Quelag and the Ceaseless Discharge, and it also bursted the demons. That sparked a long war between Gwyn, the other surviving deities, and the demons. We've already met several of them: the Asylum Demon and Stray Demon in the Northern Undead Asylum, the Taurus Demon in the Upper Undead Burg, and the Capra Demon in the Lower Undead Burg. Eventually, Gwyn lost hope of defeating the demons and returned to the Kiln of the First Flame to try to reignite the fire at the cost of his soul. That also failed, but he did manage to link the fire prolonging the Age of Fire, while burning himself and the Silver Knights who went with him, and turning him into a Lord of Cinder, and them into Black Knights. I'm not sure if the Northern Undead Asylum and the Trial of the Chosen Undead were created before Gwyn's attempt, because he suspected he'd fail, or afterward by another deity. Either way, the Chosen Undead's mission is to reignite the first flame, likely because only someone with a dark soul can do it, and only humans bear a fragment of the dark soul that the furtive pygmy found. Okay, that's enough lore for now. We've reached the back entrance of Blighttown, where we found the New Londo ruins key. We should kill the 3 infested barbarians guarding the exit and head into the Valley of Drakes. Here's the exit from Blighttown. Since we are here, I'll go kill the undead dragon whose treasures we plundered earlier. The lightning spear miracle should be enough. We don't have to, but it's more free souls and a dragon scale. We should stand on this patch of grass here. It's close enough for the lightning spear to reach it. As with the channeler, I'll use the binoculars to aim. A handful of casts will be enough to kill the undead dragon. Be careful though, each cast edges you a bit closer to him. Nice! Now we can continue to Firelink Shrine. Since we're going back anyway, let's check in on Laurentius and Petrus. We don't have to, but Laurentius will give us a pyromancy flame for free, which we will need to use Power Within. Answer no if you want the pyromancy flame.
Safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swarm, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'd be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory. Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this. A flame from the Great Swamp.
We can buy a few pyromancies from him now, though there's nothing we really need at the moment. Also, be careful when talking to him. Since we have a Chaos Pyromancy, if we speak to him again, he'll ask where we found it. If we tell him, he'll leave Firelink Shrine, and we won't be able to use his services anymore.
This is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body, The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of my...
When I said talk to him again, I meant reinitiating the conversation. Choosing the talk option multiple times doesn't matter. By the way, the only way to make pyromancies stronger is by upgrading your pyromancy flame, and all you need for that is souls. Let's see what Petrus has to say.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life. Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so. Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
I wonder how he got separated from his friends. Anyway, let's head back to the Undead Parish. Before entering Sen's fortress, we should visit Andre and give him the embers we've collected. I'm not going to bother with the hollow soldiers. I'll just rest at the bonfire again. We're going to Andre now because I have the materials to upgrade my S-Stock to Divine +5. And since we won't be back here for a while, this is the best time to do it. The large ember lets us upgrade weapons on the normal path to +10, while the divine ember lets us take them to Divine +5.
To get started. I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there. My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that. Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
First, I will use the Modify Equipment option to turn our S-Stock +5 into a Divine S-Stock. To reach Divine +5, we'll need a total of 10 green Titanite shards. Making it Divine splits its damage into physical and magic. It lowers strength and dexterity scaling, but adds faith scaling, which is perfect for us, since faith is currently our strongest stat. Luckily, I got all my green Titanite shards without farming or using the dupe glitch, but if you need to, you can check my previous episode for the best farming spot. We are done with Andre and can finally enter Sen's fortress. Sen's fortress has a nasty reputation, but just like the depths, once you know the layout, it's not too hard to navigate. The most common enemies here are the man serpents. They're tough, which is why I'm glad we upgraded the S-Stock to Divine +5. It still won't one-shot them with a backstab, but one extra hit will do it. A single backstab is enough for the Serpent mages, though. There are many spots where you don't have room to backstab, like this narrow bridge. In places like this, bait an attack and use the S-Stock's reach to poke them. It's not perfect, especially when I execute it poorly, but it works. Now we'll jump off this narrow bridge to collect some items below. As I said, one backstab is enough for the Serpent mages, which is convenient since they can be dangerous. One is shooting at me from upstairs, but I don't have a good angle, so I'll ignore him and drop down again. The tar at the bottom of Sense Fortress slows movement, which is why I haven't taken off the rusted iron ring. There are a couple of Titanite demons here. Just like the one below Andre, they're easy to kill with the lightning spear miracle. After killing the first one, we can pick up an itemized soul and the scythe. I meant to use heal there instead of lightning spear. We don't need to kill the second Titanite demon, but he's worth a lot of souls and a couple of demon Titanites. The only attack to really watch for is his jump, which still shouldn't one-shot you. Without the rusted iron ring, it'd be rough, but with it, they're easy. Also, since our S-Stock now does magic damage, we could have killed the Titanite demons with it instead of lightning spear. We don't need the rusted iron ring anymore, so I put the Havos ring back on, mainly because I don't have anything better. At the top of this ladder, there is an illusory wall, but before that, let's grab the itemized soul here. Then we'll meet our first giant. There are 3 in Sense Fortress. We'll only kill the 2 that don't respawn, and this is one of them. They have a lot of health, but are fairly simple. We should watch out for their rampage attack, like the one he just did. If you just back away, he'll eventually kneel, exhausted. That's your chance to lay into him until he dies. They also drop Titanite chunks, which are relatively rare, so they're worth killing. Dropping down here brings us back to the entrance of Sense Fortress. We can now cross the bridge to the other side. We should turn left and go up the stairs. There is another narrow bridge to cross, this time blocked by a Serpent mage. Also, something I should have mentioned earlier, there are pressure plate traps in Sense Fortress. There aren't many, but you should still be careful. Boulders constantly roll down this ramp, but there's enough time between them to reach the top, where we'll fight a Serpent mage. Behind the room he guards is a chest with the Ring of Steel protection. After grabbing it, we should wait for the next boulder to roll by, then go through the fog gate on the right. There is an item and Siegmeyer down to the left of the ramp, but we'll come back later. There is another pressure plate in the middle of this corridor, and a man-serpent whom we'll try to backstab. It's annoying that the backstab barely fails to kill one. Anyway, another boulder rolls down this staircase. We should wait for it to pass, then head up and halfway through the staircase, drop down. We should kill a Serpent mage here and pick up some items. An itemized soul, plus the Black Sorcerer armor set and the Hush sorcery. We should go up these stairs and open this door. It only opens from this side. Then we should return to the wooden platform where we killed the Serpent mage. Go through this cell, and we'll be back in the big open area with bridges and guillotines. I'll heal up. The man-serpent managed to clip me and pick up the slumbering Dragon Crest ring. Like Hush, it reduces the sound we make while moving. We're back on the first bridge we crossed when entering Sans Fortress. Now we should go all the way back to the staircase with the rolling boulder, and this time go down. We should wait for the boulder to pass us and then follow it, but we shouldn't touch it. At the bottom, you'll see it drop down into a hole. We need that hole to fill up with boulders. While we wait, we may as well kill this mimic here. Mimics can be dangerous. If you want to be extra safe, you can use Lightning Spear or any other spell and the binoculars to aim, since you can't lock onto it before it aggroes. The mimic dropped a lightning spear, the weapon, which is just a normal spear on the lightning upgrade path. Still a strong weapon. Once the hole is full, the next boulder will smash the wall, letting us grab the Covetous Gold Serpent ring. It raises item discovery by 200, which is huge. This ring is a must for farming. After taking the elevator in the Mimic's room, we can finally reach the boulder control room. First, we should set the boulders to go down this path, then change it again so they roll where they won't bother us. I will drop a few down. The first breaks the wall, but there's also a man-serpent there, so I want to soften him up a bit. That should do. Now let's change the direction the other way. We are done with the boulders. We should go down this ramp, finish the man-serpent, and head through the hole we made. On the other side are several cages. In one of them, we'll meet a new NPC.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free.
To open his cage, we need either the cage key or the master key.
This is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive. Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe. And I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firling Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll be along later. Well, I'll be just fine, young man.
We'll need the cage key later anyway, but it's more convenient to free him now. In the other cage is another itemized soul. There's nothing else here. We should go back to the ramp outside and grab the item I mentioned earlier. To reach it, we should drop from near the top of the ramp. The shuttle is a solid dexterity weapon. Its heavy attack bypasses shields, but I won't be using it. We'll also find Siegmeyer here, whom I hit by accident. Luckily, a single hit won't make him hostile. I also nearly died here, but anyway.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Ah, can you see my plight? Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development. Perhaps I could try some rolling, but no chance. My head would spin.
He's basically stuck, unable to get past the boulder rolling down that ramp. Since we already changed the boulder's direction, we didn't need to talk to him. Next, we should head back to the control room. It won't take long now that the boulders aren't in our way. Although it switched direction again, that happens sometimes. So I changed it back and went through this corridor. We're back to dodging pressure plates and guillotines. After crossing this bridge, there is a man-serpent on the right to deal with first. Then we should go past the stairs ahead and down this corridor, where another man-serpent is waiting, along with a couple of large titanite shards. There's also a serpent mage at the top of the stairs, who may or may not chase us. In this case, he didn't. After killing him, we should continue up the stairs to another bridge. This is the last bridge we have to cross. If we go left, we can kill that serpent mage, but there's nothing else there. So we'll head through the fog gate instead. Now that we're outside, there's very little left in Sen's Fortress. We should go up these stairs quickly. There is a giant throwing firebombs. Then we should drop down to the balcony to find the only bonfire in this area. There's no reason not to sit. We'll go right back to where we were. We should climb the stairs on the right again, but this time, instead of taking the second set of stairs, we should jump over here. That's the only way to get the sniper crossbow. Then we can drop down and kill the Boulder Knight. They die to a single backstab. Next we should head over here for another Boulder Knight and a chest with the flame stoneplate ring. Neither the sniper crossbow nor the flame stoneplate ring is particularly useful, and neither is required for achievements. Now we should go back upstairs, past where we dropped to the bonfire. The giant will still be throwing fire bombs, so we should move quickly. At the top, we can grab another couple of large titanite shards, and if we continue, we'll fight a Baronite Knight, or we can run past him. He's worth a good amount of souls and another large titanite shard. After that, we should go down this ladder and climb the tower ahead. Near the top, we'll fight Undead Prince Ricard. He is tough. Parrying is the easiest way if you're good at it, but there's no simple strategy otherwise. When he dies, he drops Ricard's rapier, which is quite strong. Then we can continue to the top for 2 chests, one containing a divine blessing and another with a rare ring of sacrifice inside it. After grabbing them, we should head back to where we picked up the 2 large titanite shards before fighting the Baronite Knight. We'll go up these stairs, step onto this bridge, and jump across the gap on the left. In the tower ahead, we'll meet another NPC, the Crestfallen merchant.
I took on Sun's fortress alone, but I'm different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. You think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I know that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out, with your soul searching. There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool. Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor Londo. Not in Remastered. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
He mentions a few characters. We've already met Logan, and we'll meet Black Iron Tarkus soon, albeit indirectly. Not much is known about Night King Rendell. What we do know is that the Baronite Knights we keep seeing are his subjects, and it looks like he led them here in an attempt to reach Anor Londo. The Crestfallen merchant sells a lot of interesting items, but we don't really need any.
Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
The reason we came here is downstairs, at the bottom of this tower, the cage key, next to a Serpent mage. Even though we freed Logan with the master key, we still need the cage key to activate a shortcut near the boss that returns us to the entrance. After jumping the gap again, we should continue forward. There is a Bowder Knight on the left. I didn't need to kill him, but I felt like it. There's nothing else behind him. If we go the other way, we'll find the shortcut to the entrance. I'll open the cage with the cage key and activate the elevator. You only need to activate it, you don't have to ride it. Then we should go up these stairs, cross another bridge, and watch out for the hollow shooting at you. And after killing him, we'll be at the boss fog gate. Before starting the fight, we should go up these stairs to deal with the giant throwing firebombs. If we don't kill him first, he'll keep throwing firebombs into the boss arena, making the fight much harder than it needs to be. Even aside from that, he's worth about 3000 souls and a titanite chunk. We are nearly ready. The last step is to cross this bridge into the tower and activate the summon sign here. This brings in Black Iron Tarkus, who helps a lot. We don't strictly need him. Our Lightning Spear miracle is plenty for this boss. But if something goes wrong, Tarkus has our back. The Iron Golem opens with a ranged attack that's easy to dodge, and once you do, you should start throwing lightning spears at him. Tarkus will join in, and he'll likely stagger the Golem, giving us plenty of time to finish the job. Despite what the Crestfallen merchant says, Black Iron Tarkus has defeated him in the past, and even Knight Lautrec could have, if we hadn't killed him at Firelink Shrine. Since the Iron Golem is just animated armor, he simply resets each time he's beaten. We've reached Anor Londo, which also unlocks an achievement. If we want to go back to Sans Fortress, we can just ask the friendly Batwing demon here. I think this is a good place to end today's episode. Next time, we'll start exploring Anor Londo, the city of the gods. Thank you for watching, and if this video was helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribed if you haven't already, and left a comment down below.